I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're diving into a powerful book. It is called I Was Born in Louisiana. It is a gripping psychological thriller that is blowing up on BookTube and crime fiction TikTok. Author Walter D'Alessandro delivers a chilling cinematic mystery as we follow John Reginald Powell, an American man who confesses to murder but can't remember why. If you're a fan of true crime, plot twists, and deep psychological drama, this book is a must read, and this interview is a must watch. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put him in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below the interview. And be sure to download the Spotlight Network TV app streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Walter, buongiorno. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Buongiorno. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning. So great to have you joining us. You're living right outside of Rome in a beautiful place, but you're intrigued by the United States. What inspires you to write stories about the U.S.?
Yes, but I was in USA many times. It's I was in New York maybe 10 or 15 times. I don't remember exactly. I visited Louisiana, but California, also Ohio, and many countries in USA.
Yeah.
I love this country.
Yeah. Well, we love your country too. So right back at you. They're both beautiful places. The South is an intriguing place to set a story. This one is set in Louisiana. Tell us a little bit about your inspiration to write this story, I Was Born in Louisiana.
Oh, this novel comes from a nightmare of mine, but I won't reveal what's the nightmare because you have to read the book, of course, because my nightmare is revealed in the final. That's a shocking final revelation, and and why in the USA? Because, of course, I love this country, and, I grew up. Watching TV, crime stories, and I read a lot of crime stories, not only American stories, of course. But it's in my opinion, I feel in my field when I read and when I write about crime stories.
Yeah. Well, you write crime very, very well, very, very real. This almost feels like a true story, but it's not a true story. It's pure imagination.
Yes, it's pure imagination. Fortunately, Fortunately.
Exactly.
because it's really it's like a disaster.
Yes,
There are a lot of murders, so we don't have to think
exactly.
about that. It's only my imagination.
Have you envisioned this book as a film or a TV show or a movie? Tell us about that.
Yes, many people is telling me it will be good for a TV series or for a movie or something like that. But it's not easy, you work into this field, I mean,
Yeah.
so it's not easy. It's not easy. But sometimes asked for a screenplay, and I'm writing a
Wonderful.
script to offer to someone, and then we will see. Never
Wonderful.
say never.
Exactly. You've created the work, you've created the story. The book is out there now. Perhaps it'll wind up in the right hands. Maybe Francis Ford Coppola will decide to turn this into a movie or something. You never know. That would be great. Let's talk a little bit about the main character, John Reginald Powell. He's an incredible character, incredibly complex. Tell us about him. Is he also from your dream? Is he based on someone you might know?
No, it doesn't come from my dream. He is a 50 years old black man who walks into a police department and demands to be arrested for murders. And it looks like an easy case, but as the detective dig deeper, they uncover a chilling web of secrets and motives, and it will be not easy. John Reginald Powell, the reader doesn't know if he is a monster hiding a gentleman, or the opposite, a gentleman who sometimes becomes a monster, and that's the contrast.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's the true face and what the
Yeah,
mask is sometimes. The book
yes.
also explores mental illness, right? Through Powell's character.
Yes, yes. Honestly speaking, I am to tell a story that reveals the human nature, and emotion, mainly the emotion, like anger, hope, and forgiveness, and sense of justice. It's not easy, but I think all of us, we have experiences over the course of our life, and these experiences shape us in character and personality. But sometimes something could happen that changes everything
Yeah.
and can turn a man in a monster. But it's possible the upside journey
Yeah.
at the same times.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about your writing career. How many books have you written? Is this one of your latest? Tell us about that.
But honestly speaking, it's my second novel,
Hmm.
not so much. The first one also is in New York, and the title is The Great Oaks, and it's a really crime story. This one, I was born in Louisiana, is more emotional, but the first one is really a crime story. And also, as I told you before, in New York.
Yeah.
I read a lot, and that's the reason why I write. Because when you read and read and read again, at a point you feel like an energy, a power growing up, and you want to write something.
Mhm.
And you write the thought, and then another one, and one more. And sometimes you realize maybe something is interesting.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Exactly. If it's
Easy.
interesting to you, it might be interesting to the readers, and this one certainly is. It's quite a thriller of a book. Give us an overview of the story. This man walks into a police station, confesses to a murder, but he doesn't know why. Tell us a little bit more about the story.
Honestly, he knows why. He's confused. He is, how to say, he has inner demons, looks like inner demons. He turns from surrender to hunger, and from threats to, how to say, cry. He cries a
Mhm.
lot. He changed everything, and it's not easy to understand who he is really.
Yeah.
And how to say? I lost myself. Sorry.
Sure.
Can
No,
you
no,
repeat
no.
the?
He's a man with a complex emotions. He's going through a lot. He is very, very much opposite at times. And I think
Yes,
that's
yeah,
what it is. Yeah.
offset the sun. Yes, and
Yeah.
that's the difficult for the detective
Yeah.
to understand why. At the end, the reason will be clear, of course, but the revelation, the final revelation, will be shocking, because the reason it's really shocking, as I told you before.
It is. It is. It's an amazing story. Do you write in Italian and then translate it, or do you write it in English? Tell us a little bit about your writing
No, no, no,
style.
no. I wrote in Italian and then I translated. It's
Gotcha.
not easy for me to write in English directly, so it's
Exactly.
not easy.
Well, you did a wonderful job with this book. It's called I Was Born in Louisiana. It is a gripping psychological thriller, and it is absolutely blowing up on BookTube and crime fiction TikTok. It is a dramatic story, a chilling cinematic mystery as we follow John Reginald Powell, a man who confesses to murder but can't remember exactly why. If you're a fan of true crime, plot twists, and deep psychological drama, this book is a must read. It's available on Amazon. The links are below this interview. You will just love it. Walter, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a nice day.
I appreciate your time, sir. Buongiorno or arrivederci. However you
Arrivederci.
say goodbye, that's it. Okay, there we go. Buongiorno is good morning. Arrivederci is goodbye. I'll get my
Yeah,
Italian straight one day. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight. Ciao. There we go.
Ciao.